This is the Tier 10 Soviet Collector Medium, the Object 907. It is a tank that has received quite a few changes this new update. For one, it got the Tracer Shells mechanic, which makes enemy tanks visible for your team for 20 seconds as opposed to the standard 10 seconds of spotting time. DPM-wise, it got slightly worse paired with its reload time going from 6.23 average to 6.42 average. Rotation speed also got slightly worse, going from 60.26 average to 54.68 average. Apart from that, it's got more power to weight, going from 20 average to 22.2, and its view range got better, going from 260 average to about 260...
The fuck? Are you stealing my intro?
No?
So sorry about that conundrum. I really didn't know who that guy was. He's now living in a cardboard box crying his own tears of blood while at it after I beat his ass. So anyways, we are going to be talking about the Object 907, a vehicle that's mainly relevant for the solid maneuverability now that it got that power to weight buff. It is now able to get into the front line more quickly, and it has a very hard-hitting gun with very solid levels of DPM, paired with the Tracer Shells mechanic, which makes your enemies spotted from 20 seconds to the standard 10 seconds. Armor's still the same. It's still got those cheeks to where if you have about 340 millimeters of heat pen, then you're able to butter right through them without a hassle. Whole armor has always been terrible just the way it was, but that's really what you can expect with the medium at that. So here we are hopping on into our first battle. Let's see what they got. They have an Object 140, they have an STB 1, and that looks to be all they got in terms of their mediums. So let us see how we can fare well in this first battle. Here we go. Let's see what we got. We have an Object 140 with us. Alright, so it looks like that we are going to be heading towards the left side. Looks like we got a Foch coming along with us too. That's good to always have some bits of support coming along with us here and there. So let's go ahead and continue on forward. See how we can fare well. This vehicle also does carry the improved gunpowder mechanic, which will increase the shell velocity to about more than what you can typically expect. So when your tank is barely poking on out, then that shell velocity is able to hit shells where you can unexpectedly assume that it wouldn't be a hit, but it kind of jinxes you in the process apart from that. So anyways, we got two enemies. Oh, and it looks like they have their 140 and their STB out over towards this side. Why is my team cough in the back? Like, that makes zero sense whatsoever. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of leave right here, as I don't think that this will be a very solid play upon my behalf, so I don't want to get into the line of sight of that 907 or the 140, so I'm just going to go ahead and maybe plant myself right here for the time being. We got the Object 140, beautiful shot for 273 into the side of his vehicle. That's a very solid heat shell at that. That's where that shell velocity can become pretty beneficial when hitting shells just like that, before he goes right underneath the tracks once again. So anyways, let's go ahead, now that these enemies have moved on downward just a bit. We got our support that looks like they're going to try to mosey on upward towards maybe the STB-1. I'm going to kind of go wide right over here just to see if I can hold them off, but oh, never mind. Alright, we got the Object 140 coming on through. The STB is going to try to peck us off to the best of his ability, but the 907, or the Object 140 and I are pretty well prepared. Pretty rat bounce at that if I'm not going to be mistaken, so we also got the Object 140 right over here. Let's go ahead and get a quick tap into him. Let's put on our adrenaline just in case, and he is cleared. That's good. Got the STB moseying on through right now. 328 into the side of his turret. Let's go ahead and reload once again, and this is where the deadly amounts of DPM can come into play with this vehicle. So we're just going to go ahead and continue farming more damage out of this enemy STB while at it. 355 into the side of his vehicle. So now we're just going to go ahead, reload once again, and get the finishing clear off into him. Very solid at that. So now we got some more enemies poking on out. We got the enemy T95 over there. I don't know where that shell went, but we got the 183 off to the side as well. Let's go ahead and get a quick slap into him for 369. This is where the deadly DPM of this vehicle becomes very deadly at times. So we're just going to go ahead and quickly... Okay, well, that missed. That's unfortunate. So, let's go ahead and bait a shell from the 183 right there. There we go. 315 into his turret. The Foch is going to poke the 183. And it looks like he is going to mosey on down for the time being. Let's get a quick tap for 366. And again, the levels of DPM on this thing is absolutely crazy, where you're able to just dump shells like that without a hassle. Very lucky shot, if I'm not going to be mistaken. He barely exposed his turret at that, and we were able to squeeze it in just in time. Alright, let's see if he's going to do it again. Oh, we got the T95 moseying on up, so I'm going to back up just a little bit. 183 is going to poke on out once again. 359 into his vehicle, and he does get cleared apart from that. Alright, we got the T95. Let's go ahead and unfortunately bounce that shell. This might be a loss here, but that is totally alright. Let's go ahead and aim on into his hatch for 271. Oh, and it looks like that the remainder enemies are going to try to tunnel me in the process. So we also got the E5 right here. Let's go ahead and get a quick slap into him. Let's put on our adrenaline once again and get another tap into the T110E5. Let's go ahead and back on up just a little bit as well. And let's go ahead and get another tap into him. And let's go ahead and see if we can finish him off. Unfortunately, that is not possibly going to be the case, as I am going to be cleared. Nothing I can really do, as I couldn't really pen him in the turret whatsoever. That's kind of the downside to being a medium, is that you don't really have solid levels of pen. But I can't complain. Very solid result in this one. I mean, we were able to do the best that we could. I don't know if our Foch can maybe pull this off. Highly doubt it, but yeah, now he's dead. That's a beautiful play upon your behalf, buddy. Very well done. Yes, indeed. Man, that was actually pretty tough. I mean, the enemies did put up a good solid fight. Our enemies just couldn't hold off one side to the best of their ability. And there you go, 4,609 damage, destroying one in the process. Kind of obvious that we did top on the team, and wow, what a team that we had that put a very crappy performance in this one. So, I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just go ahead and hop on into our second battle. So, the DPM factors on this vehicle, like I said before, absolutely crazy. You're able to dump out very solid damage outputs just like that. That is if you are able to hit the shells directly to where the shell is aimed at, into your opponent's weak spots at that. So we're just going to hop on into our second battle right here. Perfect loading time at that. So let's see what they got. They have a T54, and that looks like all they got in terms of their mediums. Tier 10 versus a Tier 9. I don't really know what to say about that, but okay. All right. So we're just going to load on in right here, and then let's go ahead, maybe see if that T54 is going to possibly try to attack the hill, because if he does, then I'll be readily repaired. Prepared! Oh my god. Word salads. I can't. I keep saying repaired instead of prepared. Like, god damn it, bro. Alright, let's see if this little stinker is going to poke on outwards, just for the time being. So, I'm definitely not going to be going up on that hill. Oh. Yes! We got the shell right into the grill before he can mosey on forward much more. Beautiful! Alright, well, we also got the 54 right over there. Nice tap for 306 into his vehicle. So we're reloading once again. Let's see. Nope, not able to get another tap into him. But that's the good news about having a very solid DPM factored gun at that. So we got the Comp Panzer 70, not able to spot him at the moment. We also got the T54, looks like he's going to continue moseying on out over here. So let's just go ahead and move onward this way just a little bit. Maybe we can get a clear to this 54 right here, as his tank is still fully unexposed out in the open. Beautiful, nice clear into the 54. And it looks like some of the majority of their enemies are spotted off towards the left side of the map. So I'm going to take this route very cautiously. Oh, okay, we're good. So, anyways, let's go ahead and mosey on through right around over here. Let's see if we can get some taps into some of these enemies right over here. We already got the Comp Panzer 70, not able to spot him. Got the E100 over there, not able to spot him either. Well, oh, no, that's not the E100. That's a Type 68. What am I talking about? All right, well, we got the E100 right there now. Nice heat shell for 295 into his lower plate. Let's go ahead and reload once again. Not able to get that shell out onto the Type. So, let's just wait until some of these guys are going to poke. Alright, there's the Type. Let's get a hatching shot for 302 into his turret. The levels of accuracy on this thing is actually pretty solid as well. I did forget to mention that it has like 0.231 dispersion with like a 3-point-something second aiming time. It actually really contributes toward the accuracy part of this vehicle as well. So we got the Contra car right over there, not able to use my gun depression to the best of my ability. Got the E100, and of course I bounced the rear because that's what heat shells do apparently to the side of spaced armor. We got the Type, nice tap into him. A bit of a low roll, but I can't complain at that. We got the Contra Caro as well, not able to get a tap into you. Let's go ahead and get a hatching shell for 268 onto you. Alright, and you are Kerblunker down to a bit of your hit points, buddy. So, let's see. We got the E100 right over there as well. We got the VK. It looks like he wants to have a piece of me as well. So, I dare you, bro. I dare you. I dare you. Oh, come on. Ah, this stupid ping, of course. That's what you get for having shitty Wi-Fi, is moments like that. But the good news is that we got the side of the E100's turret, so let's go to reload once again. It looks like he's remaining put in the same spot as he is. Another tap for 348, and let's go ahead and see if we can finish this enemy off in 3, 2, 1, and ooh, another little low roll at that, which is totally alright. So anyways, let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to clear the Type 68 at the moment. No idea what this enemy E100 is doing, just sitting on out in the open just like that. Or he might be AFK if I'm not mistaken, but there's a nice clear into you. VK also gets cleared, so let's go ahead and mosey on towards the Contra Caro then, and let's go ahead and get a finishing clear into him. There you go, good sir. Nice finishing clear into you, and we do have enough hit points to withstand another hit against this Comp Panzer 70. So let's go ahead and aim on in right through the house. Unfortunately, bounce that. But, alright, well, the Super Conqueror does get the clear into you. Another very solid game, demonstrating the positive factors about the Object 907, and why, to this day, it is still possibly one of the deadliest DPM factored mediums out there. So, 3,006 damage, able to destroy 4 in the process, pulling out a second class along in this one, and doing second on the team. We actually put up a very solid outcome in this one as well. Not like the first one, though. So without further ado, let's hop on into our third battle then. So, combined with the aiming time being ridiculously good and the DPM factors leading to this thing being a very deadly medium at that, it just goes to show that it's a tank that I would recommend to get, especially when it comes back out in the shop, which does on a frequent basis here and there. I just gotta say, I love using this thing still to this day as well. So here we are in game number 3. Let's see how we can do. They have, ooh, there seems to be a lot of mediums in this one in lights. E50 and STB, they got a Sheridan Vickers Light, oh my goodness, and a Centurion 7-1. What do we got? A 30B, we got a 92E1, we also got a Vickers Light. Alright, well, that's gonna... This battle is going to be a little bit rat, so let's just see how we can fare well. It looks like my mediums are not going Riverside. Oh, we got a WZ-132 as well. Jeez. Man, there's a lot of mediums in this one. Jeez. I wouldn't expect them all, or some of them, or the majority of them, to be pushing on upwards over here. We got a Sheridan spotted. Unfortunately, not able to get that shell out. We got the Vickers over here as well, so I'm just going to back on up just a little bit, just in case, if this little stinker wants to try to peck us off in the process. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can spot the enemy Vickers. Oh, beautiful. 279 to the side of his turret. That is where the agility factors can contribute towards the aiming time being so good on this vehicle as well. Alright, we got the Vickers once again. Beautiful. 309 into the side of his turret once again in the same exact spot. We also got the STB. Looks like he is tunneling the crap out of our... Ah, damn. I thought we were able to get the third one. Third time's a charm, and it appeared to have not been the case upon our behalf. So, well, it looks like one of our guys got cleared at the moment. We got the Vickers once again. Another tap into the side of his turret where he's just buttering through this guy like nothing. All right, we got the E50 off in the back. All right, well, it looks like it might be a good time to leave. All right, E50. Unfortunately, not able to get that shell out, but he gets a troll bounce on my rear. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and continue moseying on out of this danger zone right over here, and let's go ahead and continue moving on. We're going wide. So, just in case if these enemies try to peck us off in the process, this Vickers and I are making a pretty solid move right over here. Our team is not really doing well apart from that, so just going to go all the way wide over here. There we go. We got a ton of buildings in the way, just kind of preventing the mediums from getting any further hits into us. We got the Sheridan right over here. Unfortunately, not able to get that shell out. All right, so let's continue moseying on through over here at the moment. All right, we got the STB. Nice tap for 293 into him. So let's go ahead and reload once again. Use our deadly DPM factors to get another tap into him for 329. Up, and it looks like the Tortoise is coming on out too. All right, that is a very rat bounce if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, so it looks like we can finish off the STB, it looks like, or unless if the Tortoise wants to have some fun with me still. All right, STB, let's see what you're going to do, stinker. All right, well, I might be dead in the process. There's another nice tap while at it. Well, this is my unfortunate defeat once again, and yeah, the team kind of sucked in this one. That does not take away the fact that the Object 907 can still pull off some very solid maneuvers just like that, and you're able to get really good games apart from that as well. So, good thing that E100 finished someone off, but that is going to lead to his unfortunate defeat at that. So yeah, this had to have been our worst game, considering that we farmed a lot of damage off of that enemy Vickers, but we couldn't hold our own apart from going Riverside, because everybody just decided to want to YOLO in and all of that. I'm even surprised that 2 of our enemies managed to surpass us in terms of damage. Well, that's totally alright.
Well, I couldn't find a better way to end off today's video, so hopefully you guys did end up enjoying. And if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And make sure that you turn on those bell notifications while you're at it so you don't miss out on any of my new videos.
Oh, hell no! You stealing my outro now?
No.
No. No, no, no. There's no way I am letting this happen for a second time. No. No.
Yes,
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.